welcome back to episode 2 of So Style Slay. Today's inspo is this simple but cute romper, and I am going to add some puff sleeves as well as a drawstring detail. So I picked up this white cotton fabric from the fabric store, and guys, it is so soft and comfy. So I definitely love my choice of fabric, and we'll just get into it. So we'll start with the shorts portion of the romper. Here I usually go down about 17 inches, but I decided to extend it to 18 inches this time just to get a little bit more length, and I definitely want it to be roomy, so I'm going to add about 1 inch all around the pattern. Moving on to our top, I'm just measuring out the armhole curve here. So I measured about 5 inches across and 4 inches down, and I'm going to use my French curve as a guide and then use my rotary cutter to cut this out. So here are all the pieces cut out and ready to go. We have our straps, we have our top, we have our sleeves, and the shorts pattern. Let's go. So first we'll be starting off with the shorts portion. So we're just going to take it to the serger and we're going to serge down the crotch. And as usual, after I make a serge, I then go over to my sewing machine and place a straight stitch along the edges for security. Guys, this is a must do in order to ensure that your clothing items are of the highest quality and you don't have any fraying or any thread, reeling out on you. We're then going to place each leg together at the crotch, and we're gonna do the same thing: pin, serge, and sew. So after we finish sewing, we're going to use the double fold method to create the hem of the shorts. So we're gonna fold not once but twice and then place a straight stitch along this line. So we're going ahead and snipping off any extra thread, and this is how it's looking, guys. This hem is so nice. I absolutely love it. So moving on to our sleeves. For this sleeve, I definitely wanted to do a puff sleeve, and I find that the channel method works best, especially if you want a nice fit at the wrist. So I just place a fold about 1 to 1.5 inches wide, and I pin this down and place a straight stitch, leaving an opening for the elastic band. So we're just going to take a safety pin and we're going to channel the elastic band all the way through to create our sleeves. This is the end result, nice and snug at the wrist, just the way I like it. Okay, so moving on to the top, we're going to place both pieces on top of each other, and we're going to start by stitching down the sides. So after we stitch down the sides, we're going to add our sleeves, and then that should be it, guys.
Music keeps me on
just as we did with our shorts, we're going to place our sleeve to the top at the seams, and then we're going to pin all the way around, take it to the serger as usual, and then place a straight stitch along that line. Okay, so our top is finally done. We've sewn the sides together, we've added the sleeves, and the final step is to place some elastic at the top where you want it to go, basically around the shoulders. I didn't want to use the channel method for this one, but I am going to just stitch it down, and then we're going to use the fold method, because I find that the fold method has a lot more give to it, and I definitely want it to fit nice and snug around the shoulders. So you're just going to go ahead and fold this twice on itself and just continue to place a stitch along the top. I use the longest stitch length there is and the longest tension or the highest tension that my machine can allow. So you just do this all the way around, and then we're going to close up the front of the top. So I usually serge the edges first before I do anything else, and then we're going to sew all the way down. So when I got to the end here, I noticed that there was some excess fabric. You just simply snip that off and move on. So in order to create those two channels at the front for our ruching, we'll definitely need to open up our seams. So after opening up your seam and stitching down each side to create that channel, we're going to use a safety pin to run this strap through it. So this is what it's looking like thus far. We've placed our straps in our channels that we created, and now we need to attach the top to our shorts to create that romper. After attaching the top to the bottoms, we're going to place some elastic band at the waist. So this is basically to cinch in the waist, guys, because I love a romper with a cinched waist. And you're basically done with this sewing tutorial, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and here are the results.